Hello viewers and welcome to Into the Stars. I'm your host, PPG and welcome to what will hopefully be a new Let's Play series. Today we're taking a look at a Steam Early Access game. It's apparently an open-ended survival exploration type of space game where we command the Arc 13 here, as the game will shortly tell us about.
Congratulations on being selected to lead our final ship, the Arc 13, from our home.
Right, so this is shaping up to be quite a promising game. It is on the Unreal Engine 4, and I've got to say it is spectacular once you're kind of in your ship floating about. It really has the nice theme to it. So anyhow, it has quite the long sequence there as to building your character as well. You know what? We're kind of taking a look at this game into the blind. I don't know whether or not this will be a full Let's Play or just a Let's Try for now. But nevertheless, I think this game has a lot of potential, and with that said, we're running with it and we're taking a look at the first early access build. So we get to pick our guy. We could be either a scientist, a military officer, an entrepreneur, or a survivalist. You know what? I think we'll go with a survivalist, because right now I really don't know what I want to specialize in, and this thing looks quite handy-dandy as it helps us succeed in all of our things.
Final module selection is at your discretion, but choose wisely, as we have limited space on board.
Right, so this is the thing that I'm talking about. You can choose each and every single different module on your ship with the exception of these core systems, which you kind of need to have. And with that said, I really like this. I think it's really rather neat. So with that said, I figured we'd go through this and see how things go. So there seems to be about 3 different options per ship module. I'd assume that you can find more in the game. So let's take a look at what we have here. So the Extremo Life Support System. This thing is apparently really efficient at providing oxygen to our people, although it seems to be slightly more expensive than the other ones. And with the other ones, let's see, the Western Life Support and the Gravy Boat Solutions, it looks like you either burn nitrogen or BM to do your thing at a slightly cheaper cost. So you know what? I think we'll set that up to burn nitrogen as well. We don't necessarily need the best life condition system there, so we'll go with that. Likewise, for protein synthesizer, we can go with let's see, the Simple Foods one, which just uses BM, whatever that is again. From the looks of it, it is the middle of the road one. Apart from that, we have the Lots Eats, which burns, from the looks of it, more of that BM stuff, some nitrogen, or we could go with the maximum protein one for the gains of well, BM and magnesium. From the looks of it, we'll go with that. We'll have a really buff crew, I guess. So protein synthesizer, and apart from that, we have a few different options here from the looks of it for different engines. We have just a few ones that vary in different speeds. So with that respect, I think we'll go with whichever one gets us the fastest, which seems to be Joe's Interstellar Garage here. So we'll put that on. Right, so moving forwards, we have some stuff about shuttles here. So with that said, we'll go with, you know what? I don't know. I think we'll go with the meth shuttles here, just something kind of middle of the road. And likewise, you know what? Something kind of, you know, middle of the road here again, with mining probes and mining setups here. Well, you know what? I think we'll just go with a really efficient mining rig. I'm under the impression that we can get more stuff there, like that. So we'll go with something like that. Let's get a quick, fast-firing laser cannon. From the looks of it, the most damaging missile thing, torpedo thing, is that. So we'll go with that, and we'll get something really rather heavy in shields. After all, it's first playthrough. So we'll do that. Ooh, and would you look at that? We can pick out different cargo bays as well. I didn't think they would be that intensive, but you know what? We'll try to max out our thing here at 1,000 credits, just like that. So we'll have one small and one extra
Select
small
resources that best meet the needs of our
cargo bay
modules and civilian population.
So we'll do something like that. And in addition to that, I think we just go with a fair amount of the CO2, a fair amount of nitrogen, because those are kind of the 2 things that we need a lot of. And the rest here, I think we just kind of ship this off with about 500 units of food.
Resources at capacity.
And really just go from there. So, I mean, I've played a little bit of this so far. One thing is that, to me,
Resources at capacity.
some of the resource things here are a little bit foreign. What I think we do here is, I don't want to drag this too far out. There we go. Want to have about 300
Resources
of each.
at capacity.
Something along the lines of that. Come on. There we go. We'll go with an
Resources at
odd number
capacity.
because I've had enough of this.
You'll need to select a balanced crew, Captain.
Right. So there's a lot of stuff going on at the very start of the game. I'm liking this because this seems to kind of pan out to be quite an excellent game overall here. Just going off of like the first little bit. So, I'm not too familiar with what we want to do for the crew here, so let's get an active list of just kind of the best person in each category, and going from there, I think we'll just kind of cherry pick the ones that are just kind of good in 2 or more skills, so like Billy Williams over here. You know what, actually, yeah, I think we'll just keep Billy Williams and ship out with our group of folks right over here. So let's see, we have Frank Allen, a former computer hacker. We have Laura Taylor, child prodigy. Okay. We have Charles Anderson, raised on Island Paradise, eh? Ashley Moore, wealthy family person. Helen Brown, psychiatric ward, okay. And Billy Williams over here, previously traveled the world helping the unfortunate with farming techniques. Oddly specific. Anyhow, I guess it is time to ship out, so I'll see you guys in game.
Entering hyperspace. All hands take position. Hyperspace jump complete.
Okay, so let's see what we have here. Some flight controls and all of that good stuff. Well, welcome
systems appear
to the
normal,
game,
Captain.
folks.
I've attempted to hail the other ARC vessels but have yet to receive a response. Picking up numerous signals now, this system appears to be quite active. You should note that the Skorn likely tracked our movements here and will attempt to follow. We should keep moving and try to reach Titus Nova as quickly as possible.
Right.
Engines at maximum power.
So, welcome to the wonderful world of Into the Stars, folks. This is just, quite a beautiful game for what current state it is in. Well, you got here, you have right here our ship, the lovely Arc 13. You got a vast variety of different things around here, and overall it is highly polished for what I think is suitable for a early access title. So you got a wonderful sun right there. I wanted to go through this kind of asteroid thing, this donut asteroid thing, but okay. And this game is a mixture of different things. I mean, it's an exploring or an exploration type of open world type of game. So the best thing here is this part right here. You can pilot your ship in first person, which I think is absolutely wonderful, and it does give you that commander feel here. So let's see. So we have apparently 10,000 civilians on our ship at times, so we could kind of prompt it for other things. So evidently there's some engineering room problems, and we can get we'll get Frank Allen to deal with that, because choosing randomly here, just because he was kind of the first person who showed up there. So we'll do that. And this game's a mixture of different things. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be... Oh, would you look at that? There's a little radar. I hadn't noticed that later or earlier on. So there's a few different things going on inside the game here.
Approaching planet.
Unfortunately,
Captain, what are your orders?
it doesn't seem to give you an in-depth, if you will, tutorial. So we're just gonna go with this. So the general idea is that you can visit, from the looks of it, lots and lots and lots of different planets, and as you go through here, different things happen. A lot of the game, from the looks of it, is based on exploration, but unfortunately there doesn't seem to be too much information as to how do you start the game, where do you kind of go, that type of dealio. So while we're here at Aurelius, we might as well drop down a resource probe and let's see what is available
Skorn
right here.
closing in on us, Captain. Determine remote pilot.
Right, so I think we'll get our best pilot to quickly make it
Good
down to the
conditions.
planet. It'll cost us some hydrogen, nitrogen.
Probe launched.
And I want to see whether or not we can perhaps pick up some more food before that Skorn vessel, whatever that is, arrives.
Resources collected.
Right, so it's quite a neat game mechanic. I mean, you can kind of go down to these worlds, you can collect various amounts of, you know, stuff, if you will, just in general. I think we ran on a system of biomatter is what it stands for, folks. Didn't make that connection earlier, wow. But yeah, that is biomatter. We can pick up a whole bunch of different stuff here, so I think we will.
Awaiting deployment.
And, well, we can really just go from there.
Engineering alert.
So yeah, it is quite the interesting game. You know, lots of things are happening, but that is good. It's a very busy type of setup, but I really like the fact that, I mean, you got civilians on your ship, things like that, and of course this little control panel is quite nice, and hey, would you look at that, we managed to increase our food supplies by a bit. So let's take a look at
engineering issue resolved.
What is going on here. So evidently we are around this Alpha Sector area. And now apparently we are supposed to get to Titus Nova. So we can set a course there. I'm guessing if we go back to the captain's chair, we can kind of follow that beacon in space around. And now, I'm not necessarily sure whether or not, say for example, each and every single one of these little tiles are supposed to be a sector, but apparently, or you know, these sector titles, I'm guessing this is an entire region, right? But apparently the game features 90 of these as of yet, making for something for quite a large
engineering
game.
Issue resolved.
Right.
Engines at maximum.
So
Orange
are people
alert. Skorn force inbound.
So our people gradually solve these issues as we kind of assign them to do. Would be nice if they gave us kind of more information as to, you know, how these different skills kind of play
Medical
out
alert.
to the different ones, or maybe it's the fact that when the person kind of calls out the different types of things,
detected.
that is really kind of how we know about the different issues here. I should probably avoid these asteroids now, shouldn't I? There we go. Yeah, there's a way to pause the game as well. I didn't do it earlier, unfortunately. So that is that. Toxic fumes, they said that was a medical alert. Charles Anderson, you go help them out. There's also a sick bay here. Oh, didn't mean to put them in sick bay. Let's see, we'll use the hotkeys this time. Number 5. No, that was number 4, apparently. Right, so Charles Anderson, get out of there, go to that area. There we go. And we can speed all along the way here. So now, one of the things is that, you know, the game did not brief me on combat, and I've only played this for a short amount at this point. So as soon as we kind of reach that beacon, I do not know what we will be doing. But we'll see. We'll see how this journey works. 13's yeah, that's a pretty good number for this trip. So let's see. Ooh, yikes. Food drops are real fast inside this game, eh? So in that case, you know what? I don't think this will be, or maybe it'll be enough to tie us over towards that planet right over there, the big old red thing. Because from what I've read down on Aurelius isn't that great of a planet to be on. So let's see. Food demand has increased and the protein sequencer is overburdened. Reduce stress on the module by teaching restraint. So we can send another person to do
Medical
this.
issue resolved.
So you know what? Let's grab. Let's get Billy Williams. Let's send him
Skorn
over
tracking
here.
our position.
And we'll do something right along the side of that. So I'm under the impression that honestly there's supposed to be a longer portion for the tutorial, and currently it is just, you know, not in place. So that, you know, that's fine. We'll roll with it. The main thing is that I absolutely just love this this feel in space. You really feel like you have a meaty type of vessel, and that when you go around, yeah, it really feels like you're piloting a ship, which is really rather nice. So I don't see that Skorn vessel just yet. Let's zoom into the captain's mode where I have a map here. Handy dandy thing. Doesn't look like there's one around just yet, or at least it's not on our radar. So you know what? I think we will buzz about over here, go
Command
to this new
issue
planet,
resolved.
and see what we can do. Right. Oh. No, that's not an asteroid. That is something else entirely.
Protein sequencer resources exhausted. Civilians at risk.
Right, so let's see if we can just kind of burn it towards this planet. Hopefully
Medical
see
alert.
how those tools kind of come into play, those different types of modules come into play once we reach right over here. And, well, we shall see how this goes. So there we go. Oh, no, the population's dropping. It's not dropping that fast though, and honestly, I'm not really sure what the survival or the civilians honestly do in the game so far. So we'll go with that. Right. So let's see. Pelia, a red barren surface rich in resources.
Captain,
oh no.
what are your orders?
Planet surface temperatures are very high apparently. So let us. You know what? We need food.
Select the shuttle team.
Get the shuttle team and let's go with this. So Ashley Moore, our best pilot, would be the pilot. Commander would be, from looks of it, Helen Brown or Billy Williams. Really, from looks of it, Helen Brown is better in the medical thing as well. So we'll get a team like that. We'll send them right down onto the planet. 91% chance of success.
Shuttle
So
deployed.
you know what? We'll go with it. We'll see whether or not these people kind of return in one piece and whether or not they bring anything.
Awaiting orders,
Okay.
Captain.
So they
Skorn closing in on us, Captain.
They managed to grab some points, so I'm guessing these people level up as they go along here, which is quite nice. We have a communications facility, a vehicle wreckage, and a terrorist attack, eh? We'll go to the vehicle wreckage, I think. Try and see whether or not we can grab anything here. 90% chance of success or something. Let's see. We have apparently found some useful items. So yeah, there's also an inventory for you in addition to some other things. So we'll grab all of
Your
those.
orders, Captain.
That is quite good. We shall do a resource
Select the
probe
remote pilot.
next.
Good conditions. Resource probe away.
And I think we'll just launch Billy Williams right like that, all the way back down to the
Probe
surface.
deployment successful.
So currently, from the looks of it, we really need this biomass is the main thing. Rest of the stuff we'll pick up just because, really. Yeah, so far, like there doesn't seem to be, you know, one of the most useful things right here would be probably one of those buttons that says just max resources.
Captain,
But that says that.
what are your orders?
We'll try to grab some of those resources.
Determine remote pilot. Good conditions.
And I think we'll just send
Probe
Billy Williams
deployed.
down once again. He must be like, oh no, not again. To grab some more resources if
New
we can.
resources available.
So there we go. And I think we just kind of focus on food and stuff like that for now. Grab all of this stuff back up. And then ship our, well, things right along here.
Awaiting deployment.
Right, so that should give us some food for some time. We'll send them down once more with Frank Allen over here, so at least you'll have
Scorn
a
attack
pair.
imminent, Captain.
Or, you know,
conditions.
so let's, at
Mining
least it'll
rig
be a
away.
pair, and we'll send down a mining rig here. We have weapons on board, and I'm sure we'll be able to fight them off, and I'm guessing the game kind of wants to give us a combat tutorial like that. So, you know what, let's drop the mining rig here, and let's see what this is all about. Ah, okay. Right, so I'm guessing we try to move around the red tiles and the BM here. Squeeze in here for the biomatter. I'm guessing these blocks
Drill
over
critical.
here
Drill destroyed.
stop your mining progress, and the other things just kind of go as is. That's rather nice, so I guess we'll grab everything we can and ship this, well, right back. So from the looks of it, the main thing here is that you're safe from kind of running out of resources. It looks like the game gives you plenty of stuff there
Captain, what are your
to
orders?
kind of send you along
Engineering
your way.
alert.
After doing that, we can just kind of send our people right off. Looks like, what do we have here? Protein sequencer is overheating and the whole system is going to be down unless someone couldn't fix it. We shall get, let's see, I'm guessing that's an inch problem, so we'll get someone there. And I guess for us, we shall go right alongst our way, seeing whether or not, well, we can get to that, that other place.
Engines at maximum power.
That beacon we're supposed to reach. Taking a look at this again. Let's see, 12 days of food, eh? Well, days seem to go
Entering
pretty
orbit.
fast.
Engines
So,
now idle.
You know what? I
Your
think
orders, Captain.
we play the mining game once
Assign the
again
rig
here,
crew.
just kind of because. Right, so one pilot, one of those, send
Good
that back on.
conditions. Mining rig deployed.
And let's try this thing again. Right, so the drill lands. Starts off with 100 health, and from the looks of it, 40 seconds on it. I'm gonna try to go for the,
Mining rig
Yeah.
offline.
I was gonna go try to get the biomatter and the other stuff. I didn't realize how slow that moves, but okay. Oh god, this is just horrible.
Awaiting deployment.
I guess, you know what, we'll choose the
Remote
safer
pilot
option out of the
selection.
two. We'll send down
Good
the probe,
conditions.
we'll try to grab as much as we
Resource
can and bring that
probe
right
away.
back up. And afterwards, we shall hopefully be
Probe
fine.
deployment successful.
So there we go. Yeah, from the looks of it, I mean, if you can last any time during the mining rig minigame, you can do pretty well. Last time, let's see. So we avoid,
Your orders,
select bricks
Captain.
and all that.
Command alert.
You know what? I think we'll just
Leave this
check
sector
that
immediately.
next time.
Medical issue resolved.
And okay, so for now we managed to grab some food. We didn't grab a ton, but I think we grabbed
Engineering
enough
issue resolved.
that we can go about for quite some time. Right. So let's go back to the captain's chair and let's put the ship in full power ahead and kind of go alongst our way here. Taking a look at some of the other sections of the game. The resources panel here, it just kind of does whatever it says it does. So per every single day, your crew uses a certain amount of these resources, and yeah, things kind of just go like that. The thing in engineering here is the stuff about the different modules type of thing. So we've seen this before. Different kind of systems we have here
Command
and there.
issue resolved.
They do different things. And one of the things here is that, if you
Module
remember,
repaired.
we went down to that planet and we got a few of these things. So these are you know, repair
repaired.
kits. So that'll be pretty useful. And in addition, from the looks of it, we have some I don't know what these are, but they reduce the cost of running something for some time. Apparently they are red gems.
Module has been enhanced. Systems boosted.
So obviously,
Entering orbit.
I think we put one
Awaiting
on
deployment.
on the protein sequencer, and that's that.
Determine mining rig crew.
You know what? I think we'll try this mining rig thing one more time, and hopefully that'll be all we really need before we can
conditions.
leave the planet here.
Mining rig away.
All right. Well, let's see how this time how this will work this time. Okay. Oh, so far so good. That is not good though. Grab all of these. Grab all of these. And okay, so this is also timed,
Rig
eh?
fuel expended.
And afterwards, then we really start racking up resources. So this is not bad. This is a pretty good haul. So every time we do that, we should probably grab the nitrogen because that is kind of the premier thing that we use. Right now, I'm under the impression that we can kind of go for a bit without magnesium. Rather, on second thoughts, I think we'll take all of that and take all of the engine fuel
Your orders, Captain.
and kind of go from
Command
there.
alert.
Right, so let's see. Now that we're all refueled on food and all, and it looks like if you kind of pass very close to the planets, they'll just kind of draw you back in. I think, you know what, we point the ship more so out of space and we'll float around and just kind of
Engines at
see
full
what
power.
see where we go going from off of this. So, so far, I mean, it is, of course, I mean, in early access. It looks like they have the basic, you know, game functionalities here. You can gather resources, and you can do all of that stuff as well. But this is looking more like a let's try than, say, like a full let's play, just because I'm under the impression that, you know, you got the basic 5 resources stuff down, right? But apart from that, I mean, is there all that much once we reach that beacon? That is the part that I do not know about, but we'll see. But right now I see something floating around us over there. I don't seem to be able to kind of move the camera any better than that, so maybe I'll turn the ship for you guys to see, but something right at the bottom of the screen there. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but from the looks of it, there is either a station or there is something else. I can't actually pivot the camera from the looks of it. I can choose between a few different set places. Yeah, there we go, that thing, the thing in green.
Command issue resolved.
You know, it's like, if I turn my ship around here, can we
Engineering alert.
Can we perhaps fight them, or can we perhaps bring the ship about here?
Hostile ship detected.
Ah, so that is a hostile
Message
ship.
coming through.
So let's see, what is this all about? The Skorn. The Skorn are a hive mind race. No one knows where they came from. Their home seems to be aboard a massive ship that always on the move. So it looks like this is, well, a fight to be had here.
Battle stations.
Okay, so let's see. We have 3 different crewmen. You know, each one of these things rely on different skills here. We can have Charles Anderson man the heavy weapons. So these 2 rely on engineering skills, so we'll go with that. Helen Brown over here on med, and or no, I think Helen Brown on med, and then Laura Tyler here on deflector shields is what I believe to be optimal, something like that. So we'll send that off, and oh, okay.
Shot missed. Bad shot. Protein sequencer hit.
Oh no, not the food thing again.
We missed, Captain. Medical attention requested.
Okay.
Injuries reported.
So it's turn-based combat. That's fairly interesting.
Shot missed. Bad shot. Life support damaged.
So I'm guessing we kind of just gradually pummel at this one guy.
Enemy shot deflected.
Yeah, there we go.
Hostile ship. Injuries reported.
And we can do something like that. Oh, I see.
We missed, Captain.
There are,
They blocked our shot. Shot missed.
Huh. Okay.
Hull critical. Civilian casualties sustained.
So I'm guessing here that I'm trying to match the beam frequency, where, you know, the beam colors of these different things,
Injuries sustained.
to kind of the different, to the ones that they have set on their ships here.
Our shot was blocked. Injuries reported.
But, you know, I don't know if that is exactly
Destroyed.
right. Oh, come on.
We're
Kinda-
breaking up,
Yeah, I
Captain.
know. Whoa.
It's been an honor. You gave your thanks, Captain.
I think that will be,
Just wasn't enough.
I think that'll be the end of our Let's Try here, because, being honest, I have no idea how this is, well, supposed to go. It's an interesting idea. Okay, I think yeah, there we go. it's back on record. So, yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting kind of game so far. I mean, evidently there is already people kind of posting guides and stuff like that. But anyhow, well, it has been interesting. I mean, I think it's a pretty polished game. They might need to work on the documentation there for the in-game bits and bobs. But nevertheless, I think we'll just leave it off at here. Maybe come back to Into the Stars some other time when it gets updated or something of the sort. So anyhow, see you guys later on inside another video, and be sure to like and subscribe if you had enjoyed our perilous journey here into the stars.